Hey everyone, I'm Maddie from Stride and Edge. So welcome to this post-run stretch. So I have literally just got back from a little short 20-minute run, so I'm still in my trainers, still a little bit sweaty. So I'm here with you as well. So just take those trainers off, shoes and socks off, and then we'll get ourselves onto the mat. Or if you're not on a mat, just on the carpet. So bringing yourself all the way down into a seated position, but start to bring the soles of the feet together and let your knees go out wide. So straight away we're going to get into those hips. You can take a hold of your feet and just let those knees draw down towards the ground. Take a big breath in here, roll the shoulders back, and then as you exhale, you can take a little forward fold, even pulling with those hands, drawing yourself down. So just working into those hips, inhaling and exhaling. Focusing on that breath, trying to get that heart rate back down. Inhale and exhale. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, draw yourself down just a little bit more. And then bringing yourself all the way back up. Take a hold of the backs of the knees and just gently bring those knees together. And then take the feet to the side as you bring the hands out in front and just find yourself in a tabletop position. So those knees underneath your hips, hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread. We're going to take an inhale to drop that belly down and just start to lift the chin, draw the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, round the spine, looking up towards the belly button. And again, inhale, drop that belly down, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, rounding the back. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling to round. Back into your tabletop position. You're going to tuck the toes underneath, start to lift those hips all the way up to your downward facing dog. So start to walk out through the feet. So pedaling out through the feet, drawing one heel down at a time. Should feel nice in the backs of the legs. And really walk through the feet. So all the way into those toes. Stretching out into those toes. Into the calves, the hamstrings. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then keep those feet still. From here, you want the feet to be hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, rock all the way forwards, like you're moving through high plank, and then let those hips drop down towards the hands, opening the chest. Inhale. Exhale, take the hips all the way up and back to that downward facing dog. And again, inhaling, coming forwards. Let those hips sink, really stretch out through the front of the hip flexors. Inhale. And exhale, take the hips up and back. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, drop the hips, lift the chest. And exhale, take those hips all the way up and back. From here, lower the knees down, untucking the toes, and then sit the heels back, the hips, back down towards the heels. Reach those fingers out. Inhale and exhale. And just start to roll the body all the way up so you are kneeling at the back of the mat. And then from here, you're going to take your right leg out in front. So you're finding this half splits pose. So you want your right leg straight out in front, flexing that foot, so pulling those toes back. So you really start to feel that lovely stretch through your hamstrings. Inhaling here, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, can you fold down a little bit, really pulling those toes back. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, just start to wiggle that right foot a little bit over towards the left. So you want to get that heel in line with your left knee. And then once you're there, that foot is flexed and you want to start to roll onto the outside of that foot to let those toes fall back into the middle of the mat. And hopefully you should start to feel that still in the back of the leg, but also in your IT band. So great for those runners. So great all the way into that outer hip, running all the way down into that knee. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, start to take that left hand and cross it over the shin. Start to walk both hands over towards the right. So reaching those hands towards the right. Still pressing that edge of the foot down into the mat. Inhaling and exhaling to stay. Hopefully really releasing into that IT band. And if this feels like it's okay, you want to take it a little bit further, then you can tuck those back toes under and see if you can float that back knee up. Again, still focusing on pressing that right edge of the foot down into the mat. Inhaling here. Can we stay as we exhale? Lower that knee down, walk your hands back round. And then just nice and slowly take that foot all the way back. And kneeling in the back of the mat. A little wiggle, get your breath back, and then I'll go through the other side. So start to take that left foot out in front. Flexing the foot, already starting to pull those toes back, feeling that nice stretch through the back of the leg. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, big breath in. Exhale, folding. Slowly now start to wiggle that foot over towards the right. So we want to think about that heel in line with your right foot. Flex the foot, really pull those toes back and then let it fall back towards that center point. Hopefully again you'll start to feel that through that IT band, so all the way from that hip straight down to that knee. I mean, for me in particular, that's what it starts getting really sore with running. I don't know about anyone else. Always in the hips, in the IT band. And if this feels all right, you can start to take that right hand, walk it over towards that left hand side. Walk those hands over. Inhaling and exhaling. If you want to take a little bit further, then you can tuck the back toes under and see if you can float that back knee up. Focus on that breath, still focus on that foot pushing down into the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly lower that knee back down, walk the hands back to the front, and then take that foot all the way back. So you're leaning at the back. Walk your hands out in front, folding down, inhaling and exhaling. And then from here, tuck the toes, lift the hips all the way up, back into your downward facing dog. And we'll start to walk the feet all the way up towards the top of the mat. Walking up, nice and slowly, we're in a forward fold. You can bend into the legs here and just take a hold of the backs of the legs, so even the back of the calves or even the back of the knees. Inhaling here. As you exhale, you want to draw yourself down. You can slowly start to straighten at those legs. So just taking this nice forward fold here. Inhale and exhale. And then bring those fingertips down towards the mat. We're going to step the right foot. Big step back all the way to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down, untucking the toes. Bring your hands on top of that knee. Just start to press those hips forwards. Inhaling. You can even start to press that hand into the top of the knee to take the chest away, sinking those hips down. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, so if we want to start to feel a nice little quad stretch, you can see if you can lift that back foot in and see if you can take a hold of that back foot and draw it in a little bit closer. If you want to bring your hand down towards the ground for some support, then you can do. Inhaling here and exhale, draw that back foot in. And again, inhale and exhale. And slowly let that foot go back down. Bring your hands out in front and then step that back foot all the way to the top, back into that forward fold. Inhaling, exhaling, fold. Draw yourself down. And then let's take it through the other side. Stepping that left foot all the way to the back. See how big you can get that stance so you can drop that back knee down. Untuck the toes. Bring your hands on top of that knee. Inhale, press the hands into the top of the thigh to take that chest away, finding space. As you exhale, then sink the hips down. You will start to feel that stretch through that front hip flexor. Inhaling and exhaling. And then again, if you want that quad stretch, then start to lift that back foot in and see if you can take a hold of that foot. Now you can get a little bit wobbly here, so if you are near a wall or chair or something, you can hold on to that, and that will just help you with that balance. So don't worry if you feel a little wobbly. Inhaling. Exhale, can you pull that foot in a little bit closer? And again, inhale. And exhale. Letting that foot go back down. Bring your hands back out. And then you're going to take another big step up to the top of the mat. And just shake those legs out a little bit. Even just shake your body out, swaying side to side. Shake the head, release the neck so you're feeling nice and loose. Inhale. And exhale. And then from here, I want you to roll up to standing. So rolling all the way up through the spine, nice and slowly. As you do, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Big breath in, bring your palms together. As you exhale, bring the hands at the chest. And namaste, we say in yoga, but thank you so much for joining me for that post-run stretch. I hope you enjoy.